Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, RuPaul's Drag Race, All-Stars 8, Episode 9. Oh my gosh, I would say it feels like we're almost done, and yet there's somehow 3 more episodes, and I don't know where...
I don't know
how it's going to work. We shall find out. Anyway, first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. Second thing second, make sure to subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd.
So, episode 9, the penultimate episode. Oh, no, it's not. Everyone walks in.
I think it's penultimate.
What did I say?
Pan-ultimate. Like it was across all ultimates.
Okay. Well,
I like that.
Well.
Right. It is the pan-ultimate because this one and the next one
and the next one
and then the next
yeah. So really, I think I was right. But anyway, yes, we're still reeling from Alexis's betrayal of Lala.
I thought you told Lala you weren't going to send her home.
I didn't promise. I just told her that I would never forget.
We do find out that Candy reciprocated, said, I voted for her. For next week, we find out that she voted for Alexis because she went back on her word to say...
True.
Which, anyway, it doesn't matter.
But
Candy also...
So then went on back on her word.
She absolutely did.
And we also found out that Alexis supposedly, or part of her determining factors was that she and Candy you said what you said, and you know what you said.
You told me what you told me, and you know what you told me, and you know I know what that means.
This was the most non-committal nonsense that Alexis read into.
You got me, I got you.
Right? Not even.
No.
Well,
I hear what you're saying.
2 people from the same place can be people, and that's how it goes.
I'll never forget what you did for me.
I'll never forget.
I won't forget it.
I won't.
I just told her that I would never forget what she did for me, and I never will.
What?
Very strange. So...
Words have meaning.
Well, and,
or do they? It's like nonsense words. That's the thing.
It's funny because we find out, because we were saying, well, at the basis level, Alexis all season has been horny on main for Lala.
Sure.
So, just another reason to not vote her off. And now we find out this week, perhaps acting, perhaps not, that she has the hots for Candy now.
She's got a sweet tooth.
Candy is radiant and special, and now that we made an agreement to look out for each other, I feel even closer to her. Sometimes I question if a competition setting is really a place for me.
Right.
So she's just, going after her own heart. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Boo knows.
Next week, Boo knows.
But we do find out that everyone else voted for Lala. And again, I just don't quite understand when everyone is like, well, based off of track record and based off of this and that and whatever, you would think that it wouldn't be unanimous.
And Lala had a more recent win, whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
But again, yes.
I don't know.
There's just not enough of a conversation.
It's just so obvious that Candy's a backstabbing bitch. Which, that's how she's playing the game, and that's fine.
Right.
But if you're worried about somebody backstabbing you and you keep not voting for Candy, I'm just confused. That's all I'm saying.
Right. She has made it clear that she is in the competition purely for the win.
Yeah.
And that there is no loyalty.
No.
This is wonderful foreshadowing for what's coming at the end of this competition.
Which is how you're supposed to play this game.
Sure.
I don't like this game.
Correct.
But anyway, I did love that through all of this sort of drama, Jimbo is still in her face bikini.
Yes.
Oh yeah, girl, totally.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I couldn't see.
I don't know. I think I picked the wrong lipstick.
I couldn't see the lipsticks, and I thought I picked Candy.
But everyone comes into the workroom the next day. Apparently there's been a gap year. Everyone's got a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I got the memo because I did not trim for today.
But yours is more established.
Well, this is obviously, I'm not a drag queen on a weekly competition show.
But this isn't exclusively a 5 o'clock shadow, I wouldn't say.
No.
Right, so it was just strange.
Yeah.
Library remains closed.
It will never be open.
The library.
Let's close the library.
Ru comes in.
Ru comes in and
an
announces.
Atrocious outfit that made my eyeballs hurt.
Yep.
It was like one of those magic eyes.
Yes,
it was like,
it was.
Okay, you gotta
Ooh,
relax.
if you stare at this for 30 seconds, now close your eyes.
Okay, then you're gonna
you
see
Benjamin
her giant
Franklin?
penis.
Oh.
Benjamin Franklin.
I don't know. It was like, you see the face of somebody. I don't know.
Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman?
The Maxi Challenge is a Carson Kressley roast.
You dumb bastard.
Wow, it's a schooner.
You dumb bastard. It's not a schooner, it's a sailboat.
A sailboat is a schooner, stupid head.
You know what? There is no Easter Bunny! Over there, that's just a guy in a suit!
Anyway, the Maxi Challenge is that, yes, it's a roast of Carson Kressley.
Yep.
The equine who knew?
Yes, such an equestrian.
Apparently,
And that equestrian would be the only word that everyone latched onto, including Candy, who did not know what it means or how to pronounce it for most of this episode.
I was just like, it was kind of funny that, like, that was
what everyone
like
heard.
Nobody
Carson is an accomplished equestrian.
Had anything else to grab onto somehow. I don't know.
I don't know, right?
Know.
No fashion,
There wasn't,
what not to wear.
There wasn't a joke about fashion.
No.
So it's just, I think Carson's marketing is confused. Like, his legacy is...
well, I think it was just Ru's delivery, whatever it was,
Equestrian.
Everyone was like, ooh, that.
Carson is an accomplished equestrian.
Maybe they're all fans of Marnie. I don't know. If you want to bite anyone, bite me.
Oh, Oreo.
Oh, Oreo, if you want to bite somebody, bite me.
So, not really much to this episode. I mean, we'll obviously talk about the roast, but beforehand...
Right. Alexis gets to pick the order. It's uneventful.
They all are talking for a long time about track records. Alexis asks if anyone's going to do a character. They all aren't, except Jimbo says, yes, I'm going to do Joan Rivers. I almost said Crawford. Now is the time for Joan Rivers.
Right. I was going to say, now it's time for Joan Crawford.
Oh. No, I don't want a roast from Joan Crawford.
No.
A roast from Betty Davis.
Oh, yes.
So who's one of the worst people you know in Hollywood?
Faye Dunaway.
What is it about Miss Dunaway that makes her...
Well, she's just totally impossible.
Really?
Yes. I don't think we have the time to go into all the reasons.
Yes. Has there been a Betty Davis Snatch Game?
I can think of. There may have been, and I've
There may
forgotten,
have
or
been.
we haven't watched it, but that I can recall anew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be pretty easy.
Martin Short has the cornerstone on that impression.
That's quite all right. I'll leave. I know when I'm not wanted.
Thanks, Mother. I appreciate it.
Oh my God.
Have you not?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. But also, I just remembered, we need to do some research. Remember how I told you about Patti LaPelle and the fabulous pin that I got you? And then we talked about Atreyu and Artex?
Of course.
So
you didn't get me a pin. You got me a shirt. But you talked about getting me a pin. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Oh, I thought I did get you a pin.
Maybe you haven't given it to me yet.
Maybe. I got an email from them, and I'm pretty sure that either A, they're just stalking us, or B, it's you under a pseudonym, because they have a Clifford pin. And I shouldn't have told you, and I should have just gotten it for you.
Can you just act like a human boy for 1 minute here? Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy.
I'll put it here.
What can I say? I seem to be on the pulse of things.
I was just like, who else? Like, this has to be Avaryl.
I'm just trolling you.
Just drawing up pins in your spare time. I don't know. Well, get excited for summer camp. At least there's something to be excited for. This season has really just fallen off a cliff. This episode was so drawn out for time.
Oh, but there was some strange production and this week's Maxi Challenge, Carson Kressley, blah, 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 blah. And don't forget about the other judges and everyone else. This was clearly recorded.
We are roasting Carson Kressley.
Oh, and don't forget the other judges and each other.
4 months ago, and in a booth that had nothing to do with, it was wild.
I don't know why.
It was wild. I don't know why they can't get their sound design together.
Well, right?
It's so chippity chop chop.
It's really choppy
I'm like,
choppy
at this point, is this a joke? Are they trolling us?
Right. Are we supposed to believe
it's
that
bad?
It's really obvious.
So I'm like, have they crossed over from wacky sound effects to, purposeful, intentional, insane post-editing sound?
I think it's just the train is off the tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ru also announced that they are meeting with Alec Mapa and Michelle Visage.
Alec Mapa was at least like a good sounding board.
Yes.
He was having fun.
Yep.
Seemed to be present and excited.
They seem to have
cheerleading.
Largely helped Alexis. I don't know how much they helped Candy.
Well, they did give her one note that she didn't take.
Well, it's a hard note to remember.
It's a hard note, but
and then I'm sure they probably gave her some other notes, although they did really like it. So I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't write anything down.
No.
They were there.
Yep.
Then we're in the workroom.
Yeah.
And Katya shows up.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Would you guys fuck anybody in the competition?
For no particular reason.
Just to be wacky and fun.
Just to be chaos.
I mean, I think they were like, Katya, you're funny. Go in and give them advice. And she's like, I don't fucking know what to tell these people. They're fucking professionals. I'm not going to do this. And she's like, I'm just going to get the tea and find out who wants to fuck who.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good for you. That's your prerogative.
I mean, at a certain point, they sort of talked about it, but I was like, oh, great. The only way to save this season, Katya joins the cast.
Yes.
Wins the season.
Yes.
The season is saved.
Love it.
She was really giving Jonathan Frakes Beyond Belief energy.
What really happened here? Who was the cowboy who confronted Johnny and Larry that night? Was the old woman in on it too? Could Danny have been hallucinating?
No, what's the drama, Ben? Who do you think has the biggest penis here? What's the real tea? Candy, I think you should fight someone.
Was the sewing machine taken over by the spirit of Byron's grandmother?
Could a plant really identify a murderer?
Is it possible that a parrot could give a young girl the will to live?
Who do you want to sleep with? Whose dick is the biggest? Who's going home? Who's going to win this challenge? You know, all of that stuff. It was really funny.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see Katya.
Always.
I wish she had been coaching them or some. It just seemed like why?
Yes.
Other than, we know you're not watching this season anymore, so we'll tease that Katya is going to be on this episode, so you'll keep watching this season.
I mean, that seems pointed toward us, but sure. I knew when I saw it last week, I was like, oh, well, she'll be there for all of 1 minute of screen time. And I think it was 1.5 because they didn't have any other content.
Right.
So, quick commercial break, and we will be back with the roast.
The roast is roasting.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say it's on or it has opened, but...
It's simmering. It's...
broiling. The roast
braising.
is braising. It's...
well, that's a braise, not a roast.
What do you... marinating?
Rotating?
They put up all these fun old pictures of Carson Kressley. I never realized that young Carson Kressley is just Crispin Glover with blonde hair.
Yeah, weird.
It was giving Crispin Glover specifically in Friday the 13th Part 4.
Oh, okay, great.
The final chapter. Something about the whoop was really... And I will take this opportunity to play the clip of Crispin Glover dancing in Friday the 13th Part 4. The final chapter.
Is it better than Carson on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, yes. Now, Crispin Glover on Dancing with the Stars, because he's chaos. He's a wild card. You never know.
Sure.
Ooh.
And first up, Alexis Michelle.
I'm sorry?
Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Bledel.
Funny, not so much. No, it was fine. She actually was funny. Like, it was a decent start. It was just...
There was no punch for me.
No.
It was all too nice.
It was a little chuckle haha
and
not enough like, whoo, zinger. And unfortunately, she did get outshone by pretty much everyone else.
Even Jackie Wood?
I think honestly, yes. Now, that was an odd choice to put her last.
I definitely would have had Jackie Wood come out first. Oh my gosh, Carson.
What a big surprise. Ah.
Because the whole time we were going, where is Tom? He's the guest judge who has missed.
And then have her go sit as a judge on the panel afterward.
And be a sassy.
Yeah.
During the roast.
Right.
He could still be in drag.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Jackie Wood's here. Yeah.
The only thing bigger than those tits are your ears.
Now, if she had found a way to do like a Jimbo Dumbo,
sure.
kind of.
There's a joke somewhere in there that you can make work.
But just to simply be like, your tits are huge, but they're not
as big as your
ears.
ears,
hold a candle to your
which
ears.
aren't anything as big as Candy's ego.
I liked Jimbo's response though, that she was just like,
okay. Yeah, she had that joke about, Carson's credits of like, oh, you don't have to say yes to everything,
right.
Sure.
She just sort of took the dossier they gave her and listed all of his credits.
It was funnier than that. We're being dismissive.
Does this book make my butt look big? Honey, nothing could make that flat ass look big.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't embarrassing or uncomfortable.
No.
It was fine.
It was fine.
But then next out, Jessica in my favorite look of the roasts.
Okay. Yep,
This
she
big,
looked great.
mop top hair with this striped bedazzled.
Yeah, and like kind of right straight down the front.
It was very fabulous.
Yeah,
I
loved it.
Into it.
Yeah.
And Jessica did what she does best. She's just Jessica.
Yeah. It's amazing. Carson Kressley roast. Because he already looked like a roasted chicken.
You just are so drawn to how fun she is and how funny she is. And the way, not even just like, okay, she has an accent and she says things differently, but the things she emphasizes.
Yes.
She does a really great job.
Yes. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
I never wash any of your stuff, but as soon as I get out of here, I'm still not washing it.
I think Ru said it. You're like in control of the
Right,
joke.
right.
But the whole thing just is, and, you know, the soft tacos were hilarious because of who she is.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah.
But also, she did have funny jokes.
Oh, absolutely. Producer, director, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And dancer. That's the funniest one.
Yeah. And this is the funniest one. Dancer.
And like his pony named Sparky's Visage because it's his two favorite animals. It was really funny.
It was.
You know?
It was. You know, there was a bit of a roastiness. It wasn't super hardcore, but that wasn't because it was well established that she's like, I'm just nice. I don't know.
Well, and if you're not gonna cut deep, at least surprise me.
Yes.
With where the joke goes.
Yes.
That's what you got to do.
That's true.
And
right. If you're not going to be like kind of nasty but funny,
Yeah.
like we'll get to Jimbo's, then, you know, I mean, that's the Joan, right? You have to be really smart and good to make those kinds of jokes work. Otherwise, it just seems like you're being an asshole.
The bulldog with extra blush, Miss Candy Muse.
The bulldog with extra blush, Candy Muse.
But like, what is going on?
It's her style.
Okay.
Speaking of, next up, Candy Muse. And she had funny jokes, but like Michelle said, you need to breathe, and she didn't. It was just, you know, everything is...
It really washed over
It does. It's all kind of the same tone, and it was all just no breaks. And so it was like, whoa, whirlwind. Well, that's my roast. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, then that's it. I was like, oh.
That's been my roast. If you loved it, thank you. If you didn't, kiss my motherfucking ass, bitch.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't end it that way. Oh,
Right?
no.
Yeah, no.
And that's my set. Okay. See you next week.
That's my type 5. I guess it was only 4.5. I don't know. Bye.
Yeah, I missed a lot of the jokes because she was speaking so fast. It wasn't awful, but it was like
the delivery
tepid.
Was off. The jokes were there, the delivery was off. Oh, you know, Jimbo, she looks so expensive, blah, 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 but based off of those lip syncs, I guess money can't buy you talent. There's a better way to tell that joke, but also the delivery of it, a lot of people I don't think understood it.
No, I missed it.
Your drag does look very expensive, but by the looks of those lip syncs, clearly money can't buy you talent.
Oh.
But it was funny that in this situation, all the jokes about Jimbo fell slightly flat because in this moment she was Joan. So like, you know, and her big old ears, and like you can't see them because her wig is, you know, covered. So you're like, so there was something that, you know, actually kind of worked in Jimbo's favor somehow. Where you're like, oh, but she's not even here to hear this joke.
You're right. Yeah, Jimbo's not here. It's Joan.
So last out, Jimbo as Joan Rivers.
Yes.
And I do sort of wish she had been like zombie Joan Rivers and just really fucking gone for broke with the look.
Sure.
But we can't have it all.
Roast from the Crypt Keeper.
Herself.
I mean, right, exactly. I thought that's what the joke was.
Oh, I thought the joke was
Carson's
roast
the Crypt
of the Crypt Keeper. Roast of the Crypt Keeper.
Crypt Keeper?
Roast of the Crypt Keeper.
It's been the roast of the Crypt Keeper, everybody. And I'm headed back to my crypt now.
That Crypt Keeper being Carson.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Ambiguous.
Either way, it's funny.
Yeah. They tried to set this up like, oh no, you real risk girl. Oh, this could go really bad. Oh no, Jimbo, is she going to be in the bottom and Candy's going to send her home because they're alliance? And I'm like, okay.
You might disparage the queer icon that is Joan Rivers.
Yes.
You are representing a national treasure.
Yeah.
Especially for queer people.
I mean, you know, that's really tough. She's a queer icon.
Especially to the queer community.
Right? It was so much. Whatever nonsense. Anyway, she comes out and absolutely slays it.
She went fast too. But that's because her jokes were fast.
Yes.
They were simple.
Yeah.
You know, so it was joke.
Candy Muse, is such a bitch. You have to let her smell your goddamn hand before you get too close.
Joke.
Jessica Wilde's pussy is so hairy every time she shaves it, PETA gets a complaint.
Joke. Yep.
She is so full of shit, she makes RuPaul's diaper jealous.
Joke. So like by the time, like it compounded and just became funnier and funnier because they just kept coming. Oh no, did I spill?
Yeah.
RuPaul is so old. You know why that desk is so big? It's to hide a catheter and the little scooter she rides in on.
So in this way, the pacing and the madness sort of like helped.
Well, because her delivery was there, and like you said, they were simpler jokes. It was
it's
a real
not a
short
story. It's not. You know, they're clever, but they're simple.
Oh, Michelle, you remind me of my favorite director, John Waters. You both have a little mustache, a big dick, and you're friends with a nasty drag queen.
She did that thing where you double, triple down on the same sort of joke. You look like Ellen. Oh, you look like a horse face. Oh, like my daughter Melissa and her horse face that I used to threaten her with the glue factory instead of getting grounded.
That's what Ru's gonna send you when he's done with you.
Those jokes where you just go, oh
no! But also you can't help but laugh.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
For me, clearly the winner, I did think Jessica was close.
Yes. Jessica did a great job, but like this was really, and especially like Joan is such a perfect person for a roast.
Oh, yeah.
These kinds of jokes where you're just like, oh, I can't, that's so bad, but I can't stop laughing. You know, it's perfect.
Yes.
That's what a roast should
I do think the Oscars have not been the same since Joan was kicked off the red carpet.
I know.
Damn you, Kevin Costner.
Well, and also she died.
Well, of course, but there was a big gap there.
Sure.
Andrew, there was a gap.
Can we see the ring? Sure. Oh, you are a fool. It should be 4 times this size. You should be ashamed of yourself.
And then, yeah, Tom as Jackie Wood comes out. We already talked about it. They were all perfectly lovely, pre-written jokes.
Yep.
And he did a fine job.
Yeah.
But it was like, following Joan Rivers.
It was really rough. Yeah, no one gave him that memo.
I want to start by saying I am not going to piss all over you, Carson. I'm going to leave that to the hookers in Palm Springs. Yes.
Maybe he could have chosen the order.
Right? It just makes too much sense that he should have gone first.
Absolutely. Go first, then move to the fucking judges panel. You get to watch everyone.
Yep.
It didn't make any sense.
Not a lick.
Anyway, quick commercial break, and we will be back with the runway. Category is Snow Bunny. No one did a cocaine joke.
They had cocaine. They had something like 30 million pounds worth of
what? No, it wasn't like a little thing. This was a massive...
What? A massive... 13 million?
Jesus Christ.
Pounds of cocaine.
Oh my God, if someone had the giant boa from theater camp.
With the double dare nose?
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine?
Yes, I could. And I would love it.
Yeah.
So, category is Snow Bunny.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done this.
Sure.
Like maybe multiple
Winter
times.
Wonderland, sure, whatever. You know, I don't know. No one did a Spellbound.
Oh. No one did Sonia Henney.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah.
First out, Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Bledel.
As this little Whoville ski bunny, velour cat suit with the big old Mr. Time.
Yeah.
Father Time.
Father Time, Sleepy Time.
Big old Father Time cap that also doubles as a tail.
Giant poof tail.
I didn't know why she needed such a big duffel.
No, it was very large. Now, honestly, I mean, well, no, but I was going to say if someone came out in Matt Rogers' fabulous little...
Ski.
Yeah. Ooh, look at me. Yeah.
Yeah, no one went 80s.
No, to me, that's all I think about when I hear ski bunny,
Snow bunny.
Well, same thing. Again, the cocaine, 80s. I would have come out with, I guess probably fake skis, but maybe even a bikini.
On your back?
But not ooh, you're carrying them around, but kind of cute.
At least the poles.
Yeah, at least the poles. Who doesn't love a good ski pole,
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can put it together, I assume. One in one hand and one in the other.
Okay. What about you, though?
What would I do?
What's the person in the middle do?
They are ski poling.
No, but what do they get?
Well, like Christmas, I always feel it's better to give than receive.
It's just a term. I don't know what to tell you.
It's just like, seems like you're giving a lot more than you're getting. That's all I'm saying.
It's far better to give than to
receive.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, I just feel like we've seen this and it's always blues and whites and, wasn't the most inspired. But I did like some of these looks.
Yes. Oh, right. Alexis Michelle. I like this. I like the wig a lot. Something didn't quite work for me.
Why she needed
the bag, I think, threw it off. Because then she had the giant ball
and
tail
she's holding
thing.
the tail.
It was too many.
Hey, fellas, but then with a duffel.
With a giant duffel.
Maybe if she'd had a poof,
Yeah, a muff. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
A muff fanny pack?
Oh, I love that. It sits there. It's a fanny pack, but also you can stick your little hands in it.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Anyway, next out.
Yeah.
Jessica Wilde.
Yes.
In this après ski. I mean, this was.
Well, this was more like bobsledding Olympics team, but like fashion and.
She's from the Republic of.
I don't know. She's from the Republic of Cocktail Land.
She looked so gorgeous.
Really gorgeous. Body, yaddy, yaddy.
Yeah.
This floor length puffer with the Nordic stars all bedazzled in it. I was into it.
I was super into it. Like if she came out and you were like, oh, she's representing Norway in the Olympics and carrying the flag, I would have been like, yeah, well, Norway's red, but somewhere. Finland is blue and white.
Okay, so representing Finland.
Yeah.
Jessica Wilde.
Yeah, I'd be like,
you'd be like,
yes.
Finland really got it together this
Exactly.
year.
Oh, good. They didn't just go with fucking Calvin Klein again in a goddamn puffer jacket. I mean, it is a puffer gown, though. Yeah.
Now, I think the only thing that would have made this better is just if it started zipped, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's comes, it's floor length.
Yeah.
To reveal the body audio.
Sure.
Maybe.
How do you pull down the zipper?
With your hand.
All the way down to the floor?
Maybe it snaps.
Or, okay, sure.
Anyway, really, really, really like this. The goggles, the whole look.
The she had the jeweled goggles too.
It was just perfect.
And then next, Candy Muse, and I really do think I should bejewel my ski goggles.
Oh.
I think that'd be a fun, silly, campy thing.
Sure.
Why not, right? Anyway, she comes out in this
make you easier to see, reflecting.
Oh, I mean, when people see me.
Hey.
This like bikini bathing suit.
I didn't care for this. I mean, I did enjoy the chain G-string.
Sure. Yeah.
With like the fallen.
It didn't read snow bunny to me. Maybe she's going to the hot tub. But,
right, on her way.
But she's not actually going to get in the water. She's just going to.
My biggest issue was the moon boots. I mean, it looked bad.
Well, those were supposed to be like big skis.
No, I know, but the silhouette was not. It was not helped by this.
No, it wasn't. Ooh, eleganza.
It didn't look
now,
good.
if they were like heel platform moon boots, right? Then maybe you get that like lift and the zhuzh.
Sure.
Apparently Carson made that up. I don't believe that.
Zhuzh. He gets to claim zhuzh.
Is zhuzh different than zhush?
What's the difference between zhuzh and zhush?
Well, I don't know. Like zhuzh to me is like you gotta just finesse
it.
You gotta just zhuzh it a little, right? Which I always thought was Yiddish, but maybe I'm wrong.
French?
No.
Zhuzh?
No. I mean, I see what you're saying. I get where you're going, but no. But zhush, like get your zhush. I don't know. Anyway, last up, Jimbo in this, she kind of was giving me like Tilda Swinton in Narnia, like Ice Queen vibes. Ooh, these
updo.
These updo.
Updo.
It was a little something about Mary, but
and like Hades from Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
It was like
yeah.
This cock feathered, it looked like I don't know, like a xylophone of bones or something. There was something about it, all the tiny little boning, and when she moved, it looked like she was,
in a flurry.
Her own snow globe or something,
Yeah, it was. It
really read
snow blizzard.
There was action to it. There was drama.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot.
Yeah. What if you went as like a Hallmark like Christmas movie ingenue with like a
red pea coat.
Yeah.
Green scarf.
Yep. And then you have like a blow-up Christmas tree and...
I thought you were going to say a blow-up Dean Cain.
I was going to say a blow-up guy with an axe next to it in a flannel shirt. You know, you have a whole scene.
Yeah.
What if you went as an old crone?
Old crone. Oh.
Old crone. Begging your pardon, my lady.
Jimbo wins.
Yeah.
No surprise here, really.
Not really.
And if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom.
Wow.
What a mistake. We could have lost Jessica.
I know, right?
Get used to disappointment.
But thank goodness Jimbo comes out in this. We've seen this before.
Yes.
This is that's the look that's on her fan.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I think it's her Instagram picture, or at some point in time it was. She's worn this on her season.
Yep.
Anyway, this Area 51 ghost, dumpy drawers, pregnant belly, melted marshmallow.
Sure. It's something.
Demonic.
And she does this voice that I really enjoy.
It was really exciting stuff.
Yeah. And
really
I was like, oh good,
exciting.
she's finally gonna win a lip sync. And then
well, I said, well, it depends on
what the song.
Once we hear what the song is, we'll know exactly if they. Oh, it's called Freakazoid.
Freakazoids, robots, please report to the dance floor.
Oh, Jimbo will win this.
Yes. Sorry, Silky Nutmeg Ganache. She seemed quite upset.
Oh, she seemed actually actively mad.
Yeah.
Bitch, this is going down in history. I lost to Jimbo.
It was quite obviously chosen for.
This was
I mean, she unpregnants herself and throws baloney to everybody.
This was not a lip sync. This was performance art.
Yes.
She rips open her vagine and starts tossing baloney.
As well as putting it on
This
her head.
is baloney. I mean, she's literally like, fuck everybody, chaos.
Yep.
Sticking the baloney on her head. Like, I couldn't even tell you if Jimbo's lip sync was good or bad or any, like,
I don't know.
Based on the makeup, but it was utterly engaging. You know, there was it was performance art.
It was. You could tell it was like, oh, you know what? Character, probably a good choice for you in a lip sync.
Right.
Because it seems to free her up a little bit more.
Yes.
And she was just having wacky fun with it, and I loved it. Chaotic bitch.
It really was.
That's a good shirt too, just chaotic bitch.
Yeah, that's fun.
So yes, Jimbo wins and reveals that
right out of her gaping vagina, she pulls Alexis's lipstick.
Yeah. You know, this one could have gone either way for me. It was funny, she said based off of what the judges said, and I felt like the judges really kind of critiqued Candy more.
And Candy's look was worse.
Yes, it was. That's not what she did. She sent Alexis home. I can see that too. I mean, she never won anything until last week.
As long as it wasn't Jessica,
exactly.
I'm fine.
I'm
fine.
Get used to disappointment.
So we have a top three.
Top three next week.
Jessica, Jimbo, and Candy.
Yes.
I kind of envisioned it being Jessica, Jimbo, and Heidi. Yep. So, you know, whatever. And next week is a makeover challenge.
Yeah, next week, family resemblance, makeover these lesbians.
Should we just skip it?
But that's what people like.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll do it. I'm like...
Can the episodes get shorter as the cast gets smaller?
Right. I'm just like, they don't have enough content.
No, it's really like
and then
taffy.
they fill it with like, you know, track record this, you've won this and been in the bottom this, and I'm like,
wow,
I don't fucking
Jimbo,
care.
You've never been in the bottom before.
Great.
To confessional. You know, I've never been in the bottom before. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. All right, you can't use that.
Well, that was that. Cheers to Joan Rivers.
Yes. And Alexis Michelle for not being in a competition environment any longer.
She was set free.
Yes. No more Broadway in the house.
Alexis Bledel.